So what is a FDEP exemption? So an FDEP exemption is when you design a project so that it meets the exempt criteria of the DEP. The DEP actually has some funny rules, and they're state rules, not just DEP rules, state laws, state statutes, etc. So what the state statutes say is as long as you design your project to meet this criteria, you do not need a permit. That's very confusing because everybody else tells you need a permit. So what you actually have to get is you have to get a letter of verification of exemption, which is basically just a permit. It's pretty ridiculous in my opinion. But basically, like I said, the state statute says if you do X, Y, and Z, then you don't need a permit. So for example, if you have a dock on open water and it's under 500 square feet, the state laws specifically say you do not need a permit for that. Doesn't mean you don't need Army Corps, doesn't mean you don't need local municipality, but from the state level, you literally do not need a permit to build a dock that's less than 500 square feet on open water or less than 1,000 square feet in canals. So why do you even have to apply? Well, it's to get what I started talking about at the beginning of this video, which is the letter of verification exemption. And literally all that is it says, all right, here's your project. We agree you do not need a permit for this project. It's just a verification that you're exempt from having to get a permit. Why you need it though is because when you go to the municipalities don't know the state rules very well, and they don't want to be liable for interpreting the state rules. So if you take the same dock design to the city of Marathon, to the village of Isle Marathon, to the city of Key West, to Monroe County Building Department, wherever you take it, they don't want to be responsible for deciding if it does or doesn't need a state permit. So what they make you get is that letter of verification of exemption from the state that then you get and give to the municipality so they can see clearly that the state has said, yes, you do not need a permit, which is basically getting a permit from the state. So the whole thing's stupid, to be honest with you, but that's why sometimes you hear the state or other people say you don't need a permit from the DEP because you get the verification of exemption letter, but that's a permit in my opinion. So crazy, I don't get it, but it is what it is.